Yo, what is good, my anime faithful? What is good, yo? So our favorite gambling wifey is back, and I'm kind of concerned of the direction towards the end of this episode, but fully, I can at least be happy, I guess, that my blonde wifey came out okay. Hold on. To think that we were going to see so much come out of this episode with the whole entire battle and figuring out that some of the members of the council are willing to throw in the edges for other people to like get wins, and I'm guessing it more or less comes down to them having fun as well. Not to mention, I don't think the president would have people like that kind of didn't understand her sight in the whole gambling process. I don't think she wanted those people on the council. I think she definitely were trying to get as many people that kind of saw her image of gambling, and even if someone comes in with no chance at all, they at least come in thinking they have a chance. That's kind of what this girl who is the gambler or the dealer this week kind of gives off, and knowing that she's one of the right hands of the the main girl, it's pretty clear to me that um, that was where they were going with that, in my opinion. But other than that, we really get to see just how desperate of a situation this turned in for not only our character, but the person who issued out the challenge in the first place. Um, I was actually surprised to get this whole entire dialogue between the two sisters, that, how close they are and how much they care for each other. And just to see this girl pretty much throw away the game to allow her, friend to win, it was super brave on her part, and like, it just goes to show you how easily some people can be manipulated and stuff like that through sheer, I mean, I was gonna say through sheer just like force of being stronger with, like, just being the dominant one in this situation. What else I kind of think it played a role in there was the drugs, like the prick that she had taken. Even though that the girl, our main waifu, when she was poked and she was going out and the poison was kicking in, she still had the common knowledge to put together her final attack, which was the blonde girl taking over. So, excuse me. In that situation, it put in my mind that that's where this show could easily go. In the sense of, even if she's like bound up, gagged and stuff, she would still take the gamble regardless and let it all ride, and I think that's absolutely like terrifying about her. And the reason why I didn't like the way the direction was going was, I'm gonna have to pull it up while I'm doing this. I wanted to do it during those messages, but um, when we get this encounter and the blonde is straight up, watching the shuffling, knows how the shuffles are going to be. She's pretty much the card goddess. She's got card goddess, and the other one's just gambling waifu, or gambling wifey. So the card goddess, because I'm pretty, yeah, that's how she was introduced in the first season. She was very good at, or she just liked to get down in the card games in the first place. Not to mention her and the gambling wifey pretty much showed that in a card game as well, with not too much communication, they can still beat the like people who will cheat to win. So that's another reason why I kind of put her and cards together for some reason. Wait, am I supposed to be in Soul Charge? Neither the opponent can take. Oh, okay. Um, but yeah, I truly think that we're gonna see a good amount of change when it comes down to how much these characters, the new characters anyway, play the game, and I really hope that the president gets put in such a tight spot that she actually feels a bit worried because as we see her at the end of this week's episode, she's bored. Like she's like, why did I even put myself out here to gamble against people for my presidency? Like you guys are doo doo. I'm not about it. So I thought that was awesome that she's just doing what I expected her to do, just straight up be a monster in any situation where she pretty much is just already swimming in the chips already. So she has enough to make a gamble worthwhile, I guess you can say, to the family that she invited. Not to mention, there's some people that she's already acquainted with, our wifeys, for instance, that she wants to pretty much have a go at, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna see some type of crazy gamble against them. I just don't know what in the end, but I hope it's epic. And like I was saying towards the beginning, the whole direction that the show is kind of giving us is there might be a gamble to the death for the end all be all because we just keep getting further and further away from easy games that will keep you alive. We're going from using poison with guillotines, cutting off fingers, where I'm pretty sure there's, correct me if I'm wrong, I think there's a nerve in your finger that if it gets cut uh, while you witness it and stuff, you could die. Like there's like I'm going too far into it, but you get what I'm saying. The stakes have been getting higher, and with the stakes being even greater with the former president stepping up and wanting to fight everybody, uh, I don't see her allowing certain people off. And I'll be the one to become, yeah, so not to mention the end game of this all is seemingly coming down to the two girls who just helped each other pretty much might be the last ones fighting each other. And the way I just said it was I see it going in a three-way. Like they're all gonna be practically at the same level of I want to say like numbers, like the chips that they have. They're so high up that not too many people, regardless of how much is left over, because there's only so many chips someone can have. As soon as you have everybody's chips in the whole entire schools are gone to maybe three people, is where I'm going with this. So it could be evenly balanced where that could happen, that the scales can't just be completely taken away because you reach the end of it like that. So I would be interested if that was the case. If it's not, it's no big deal. But really love how this show has been just showing us more and more of what is possible at the end of the day. Because with what I was going with the direction of our card goddess straight up wanting to still become president, seeing how they literally just play for their lives. Like their lives are literally on the line every single time they gamble, and that's how clearly both of them have lived their life. Not as much as the main girl. Like she literally always tries to put her life in it. So it's funny to me that now she might grow that mentality just because of how many times she's going to have to deal with situations being with her, and maybe even trusting her to get out of situations where she might go a little bit too deep, which I think she's already has. So I can't wait. This show was my second favorite gambling show, but since No Game, Life has been gone for quite a while, and I think a movie came out. There was an announcement about another season, but I haven't seen anything else about it. So as soon as they announce something more about that, we'll talk about it. But this show right now, with how beautiful it looks, it kind of shows you, what Netflix can do if they put a lot of effort into like each season that they're given, you know, because not to mention they're doing Castlevania on the same, you know, almost the same budget as this show, or maybe less. Who knows? I have to look more into that, but they're on the same company and they look dramatically different from all of that. And then you go to Baki and that almost looks dramatically different from anything else you're seeing. You know, Baki's probably a uh, closer comparison to this, but overall, man, they're doing great. I'm telling you, if you've seen my other reviews, I love the eyes and how they get animated in them. That little girl looked like a little demon, man. Oh my god, she was so dang scary when she started talking about, "Are you questioning me?" I was like, mm-mm. Like, she may be tiny and sucking on a lollipop, but I'm good, bruh. She's creepy. But overall, my anime people, I will talk to you in the next one. It is like 12 o'clock in the morning right now. That's when it's 12 p.m. in the afternoon, you know, but it's about to be 1 a.m. But for some reason, the show likes to come out right at the edge of dawn. So glad I caught it, and hopefully this time this video does not get corrupted and I can put it out as soon as I'm making it right now. So thank you guys so much for the support. Your boy, the Anime G, is here, and I will see you tomorrow. We got the Shield Hero coming in, so I will try to get up and get that to you guys as early as possible. So with that being said, everybody, have a great day, evening, night, whatever the case it is for you, and I will talk to you in the next one. Peace.